So a meeting that has Super Bowls and Black Panther, which by the way, I loved that movie. I get stuck talking about data, insights, and accountability. I'm going to bring up green eggs and ham. Now I know you're wondering why in God's green earth is he showing this? I promise I'm going to get to it, just not at this very minute. But I do want you to think about there's two main characters in this book. One, if you're really smart, you'll see he's given his name on this very first page. The other, I would like you to ponder on who it is. It really is a simple story about persistency and selling. But there is so much more to it than that. Now on to the fun stuff. Marketing technology. In the early days, we were all forced to be creative. Then through the years, distribution had grown and creativity had to take over. There's a wonderful advent of TV, but then came the internet and the advent of social, different media forms, cookies, and so on. Technology was maximizing distribution. And creativity, in my opinion, took a back seat. Think of the data points here. In 2020, there will be an estimated 47 zettabytes of data collected. Internet traffic from one house in 2020 will equal all internet traffic in 2008. But Information Highway has now produced stop signs. And marketing buzzwords, I believe, are IT buzzwords. Big companies are finding a way to make your privacy their point of differentiation. And so what is our conundrum? We were chasing the big guys. Our target audience was virtually anyone. We were overly reliant on syndicated data to patch together a customer profile. But we are a 2% market share player. Our cars had become premium. And the brand best known for Zoom Zoom is all grown up. Being known as youthful, fun, fast, sometimes even cheap, to one that embodies a more elegant style built with extreme craftsmanship. But we're still offering a distinct emotion of how a car can make you feel. Very different. 3 goals that we sought to make sure we leveraged to transform our brand. 1, clarify the fans. Who are they really? Who is in love with us or could fall in love with us because they like what we are about? The second one is fortify the brand message. Saying 26 things is a painful way to go. We had to find one thing to focus on and say it very, very well. And then modernize the plan. And there's this lovely art behind insights when you actually talk to people. 10,000 individuals over the past year, believe it or not about cars, about them, their passion, their feelings, their interests, their needs, and their habits. Only time spent with consumers could have provided the rich, very deep insights that we now possess in what we call the independent achiever. We identified that these people were highly driven, they were knowledgeable, they were unique, they were discoverers and wanderlusters. They are creative and they are experiential. They demand more. And what we created, we identify as the Customer Knowledge Center. The first word is customer. So it's a little bit of art and science if one was to ask me. Yes, we looked at research, tons of it, but cultural insights and creative platforms that also would appeal to how these individuals feel. And put it together with data, modeling, analytics, and dashboarding. We had to change how we behave internally. We had to change our processes and our culture. Mazda has a unique Japanese challenger spirit. We love to take on challenges to better ourselves in servitude to our customers. We design, engineer, and manufacture to make people feel more alive. Don't chase the goose that laid the golden egg from big data. Find those individuals who you believe will love your brand, and then work backwards with your partners to assist. We went beyond the technology of who we could find, and we brought back creativity and developed creative that was about how they feel. Apparently, Sam I Am either didn't have the data or his data didn't work. He was left asking a lot of questions to his customer. An interesting thing, he didn't ask the same question twice. He asked 15 different questions to try to learn about his customer. And I'm not suggesting being overly pushy like Sam I Am, who finally got his lead character to break. I swear this is it, the last reference to the book. This character on the left is in the book. He does not have a name. He represents the millions of unnamed customers we hope to influence and get in front of, either digitally or physically. If you meet their emotional needs and get them to take 1 minute out of their day from the nearly 5,000 logos and 300 ads they will interface daily, you have a shot. You can finally introduce yourself and your product in a way that data and insights can best drive you to success. We asked a lot of questions how people feel and what motivates and inspires them. We learned a lot. We also learned that auto brands were not on their top brand lists, and that their favorite brands were not in the categories that we play. Who those brands are and what made them feel special about their products. We leveraged the best of the best to put ourselves on their list. As a result, we are producing creative that is very different from the automotive business. Big data for me does not help. It simply confuses. But personal data and the understanding of what that is does. Scrape away all the white noise and focus on your consumers' emotions. Quantify what your customers' high-value actions are during their journey to you. I leave you with a quote from Chip and Dan Heath. The more we reduce the amount of information in an idea, the stickier it will be. Ideas do emanate from data and insights. In a meeting that's all about data, I bet you didn't realize you'd hear about Dr. Seuss and feelings. But our goal, quite candidly, is to become the most relevant, trusted, and beloved brand to our fans. What insights do we need? What emotion can we connect with? How do we express our shared values? What channels and partners can help? Knowing the right data to leverage and then being creative about it with everything that you've learned. Only then do I believe we will become the most relevant, trusted, and beloved brand to our fans. And so thank you for politely listening to my story about Mazda and what we are doing, and good luck to all of you.